being termed as the biggest ever leak of confidential information. 11 million confidential documents allegedly leaked from a law firm in Panama show how the rich and powerful set up offshore entities in tax havens. The law firm in question is Mossack Fonseca. The documents show links to at least 72 current or former heads of state. The list has been revealed by the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists who partnered with the Indian Express newspaper in India. The list includes over 500 Indians, including the likes of Amitabh Bachchan, Aishwarya Rai, and then corporate leaders like KP Singh of DLF, promoters of Apollo Tyres, Onkar Kanwar, promoter of India Bulls, Sameer Gehlot, Vinod Adani, who's the elder brother of Gautam Adani, Harish Salve, renowned Supreme Court lawyer, among others. Ayush now standing by to tell us more about this story. Ayush, this is just one law firm in one tax haven. Like experts have been writing all through the day, this is probably just the tip of the iceberg.
Absolutely. This is literally the tip of the iceberg. Experts also suggest that perhaps this is the biggest leak ever of confidential documents because there are other law firms who are doing this as well. And perhaps we'll get to know about that in the coming days. But the Panama Papers have revealed how the rich and powerful have been using these tax havens to conceal their wealth. All details of their offshore companies, along with the identities of shareholders, directors, and the modus operandi have been leaked. Just to give you a sense about the size of the leak, 11 million documents, that's around 2.6 terabytes of data, have officially been leaked. It's nearly 1,500 times the size of WikiLeaks. And what's even more interesting is that these documents were leaked from one of the world's most clandestine companies. That's a law firm in Central America in Panama by the name of Mossack Fonseca. Now, the documents reveal how Mossack Fonseca has been helping clients launder money, skirt sanctions, and avoid and perhaps evade tax. The documents suggest that this is a firm which has churned out offshore companies for its clients for decades, for 4 decades now, and till date has not been charged with criminal acts. Why is this such a global concern? Well, that's because the documents have revealed a money trail which can be traced back to 72 current or former heads of state, which include the Prime Minister of Iceland and close associates which really can be linked to the families of Vladimir Putin, Egypt's former President Hosni Mubarak, Libya's former leader Gaddafi, and Syria's President Bashar al-Assad. How does India come into the picture? Well, media reports suggest that the list is quite a comprehensive one in India as well, from real estate tycoons to Bollywood celebrities to regional politicians. And it'll be interesting to see how the regulators and agencies view this. Is it just tax planning, or is it tax avoidance, or is it really tax evasion by the rich and powerful? Well, experts suggest that there may be violations of several laws and regulations, such as FEMA, Prevention of Corruption Act, perhaps even the black money law, that's the Undisclosed Foreign Income and Assets Act, the Income Tax Act. So it'll be interesting to see how this pans out over the next few days.
Ayush, I have a second question for you, and this is, for example, part of some of the responses that we did read in the Indian Express. What has also come out in the other foreign newspapers is it's not illegal. It doesn't always mean there's something crooked involved. If someone does own an offshore account, doesn't always mean that it's also right. Like, I don't know about you today, I just kept thinking of John Grisham and the firm and how, we did see that confidentiality leak in the book as well. But I just want to touch upon this point that just having an offshore account doesn't mean that a person is up to something wrong.
Absolutely. And in fact, that's a very, very crucial point, because that's why I pointed out it all depends on how the authorities view this, because some could just view this as tax planning, very wise tax planning. Some could really view this as tax avoidance, which is not necessarily illegal. But then if they do view this as tax evasion, well, then there's going to be a lot of cause for concern for all the people named on this list.
And not all of them, it's not as if have not made this, been open about it. For example, that was part of KP Singh and DLF's response in the Indian Express today, that how they have been reporting all of these accounts. Thanks, Ayush, for joining us with that big story. With that, time for a short commercial